Greetings and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Gamers Den. I'm, of course, your host, King Lupus, back at it again with another new video for the Gamers Den. The channel where you, the viewer, come to me, the host, for video games and stay for the pop culture and knowledge therein. Today, we are going to talk about. We're going to be talking about the new Space Jam movie. Now, me, Leo, and my little brother just recently watched it today. However, you the viewers at home, are watching this on Tuesday, so it is a little late. But this movie got a lot of crap from critics, and I don't think it deserves that. I don't. The movie had its moments with the human characters as well as Don Cheadle. But when it came to the tunes, these were the tunes. And let's face it, some of these character interactions were stupid funny. I kind of hate that we didn't get to see where we got Gossamer, but we're gonna do. I'm not gonna go into spoiler territory just because the movie just recently came out. But if you've seen any of the trailers, you know that LeBron James is going to be replacing Michael Jordan and kind of being the Toon Squad's main human character. The Goon Squad are very good, well-made characters, but the fact that this movie got so much hate from critics is appalling. Because I watched the film myself. Now, I get it. Everybody's different, and these critics have probably watched so many films that they probably have seen something like this before. And don't get me wrong, I don't like the cop-out ending a little bit, but it still made sense. But at the same time, with the tunes themselves, Bugs, Lola, they actually did really good with Lola. I don't mind the design. It does seem similar to her original design. Taz, Gossamer. You know, it's funny, we didn't see too much of Penelope. That was weird. I don't remember seeing her too much. I don't remember seeing her too much. Weird. Speedy Gonzalez, Granny, Sylvester Tweedy, the Roadrunner, and Wile E. Coyote. You saw the tunes. And they acted like the tunes. But this movie was not bad. You know, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but the original Space Jam got a lot of hate from critics too. And everybody has that one movie that they disagree with everybody else. But unlike Batman and Robin, unlike Inside Out, or most of the Scooby-Doo films, or Tom and Jerry the movie, this movie, I don't actually understand why they don't like it. And apparently a lot of other people don't like it either. And they've been saying some bullshit reasons, like Porky Pig being basically a rapper, a riff on Notorious B.I.G., and Lola Bunny's redesign, and the fact that there's all kinds of references and the story's a little muddled. It's a Looney Tunes movie. If you're expecting Shakespearean plot development from a Looney Tunes movie, of course you're going to be disappointed. Back in action, the original Space Jam. Hell, if you look at the original Looney Tunes cartoons, they are chaotic. There is no story structure, except character does one thing, character reacts to that thing, equals comedy. That's it. That was it. Yes, the specific characters had different personality traits. Bugs was a sly trickster that could talk himself out of trouble as much as get himself into trouble. Daffy was a loudmouth, egotistical, greedy duck and everything. Speedy, fastest mouse in all Mexico. That's all you needed to know about him. Granny, sweet little old lady with a fiery temper and can kick your ass just as soon as throw you out the door. Don't let her age fool you. Tweety, a sweet little bird that can be very diabolical. Sylvester, sneaky little cat. Nothing you need more. I mean, let's face it, guys. These tunes didn't have. Guys, watch the Space Jam movie. I guarantee you'll like it. If you love Looney Tunes and just want a movie where you can shut your brain off for a little bit, you know, and not try to theorize, not try to analyze a movie to the point of dissecting it. Don't get me wrong, I love the Disney movies with the Disney theory and with the Pixar theory and the Disney stuff and everything. I love the MCU for all its theory stuff, Rick and Morty, and the awesome story plot elements that we've been getting with some of the Scooby Doo stuff lately, and some of the DC cartoon movies and everything. But guys, this is a Looney Tunes movie. If you want plot development, look at one of the serialized series, such as the Looney Tunes show or Lunatics Unleashed, and you notice that the one that worked isn't very good portrayals of the characters in general. Lola isn't a strong female character. She's a ditzy airhead, guys. Okay, she's independent. She's free thinking. But she's got the attention span of a gnat. That's being too kind. That's being too kind. To the gnat. And Taz the dog, Gossamer sounds like a 5-year-old kid. And Witch Hazel they turned into a sassy black woman. That doesn't work for me. She's supposed to be a kooky, crazy witch. And yet people liked it. They didn't like Lunatics Unleashed. I don't know why they didn't like that. I love superheroes. So, of course, seeing these characters, their descendants, fighting off evil and monsters on a daily basis was kind of cool to me. But when I'm just wanting the Looney Tunes, I just want a place to shut my brain off and laugh. And Space Jam: A New Legacy delivered in that regard, I think. It was just a fun little romp with tune logic and a message about family first. No matter who that person is, no matter what their interest is, you try to connect with them if you can. Otherwise, you're going to lose them. You're going to lose them. That's why I'm willing to subject myself to the horror element with Leo here, or put my sibling rivalry aside with my little brother and my little sister to connect with them on other stuff, or try to watch some stuff for y'all that I normally would never do because we're a pop culture channel. I'm trying to incorporate everything for everybody. It includes certain shows and movies. Even I'm actually considering putting something sports related at some point down the line. And so that way everybody feels included. But guys, this movie wasn't that bad. It wasn't like Batman and Robin where I know the movie was trash, but it's a guilty pleasure. It isn't like Inside Out where I just didn't really care for the film. I thought it had a cop-out ending, which I'll get to that when I actually review that film. or even movies that are just like we disagree with critics anyway. People like the fans disagree with the critics anyway. With like the Scooby Doo films or um, Treasure Planet. This isn't like that. This movie is actually really good. But I feel like people. No, I don't feel like. I know it's not going to do well because people want to take a critic's word for it. And you can't do that. You can't do that, guys. Personally, now this is just my personal opinion on the matter. So take it with a heaping grain of salt.
Well, that's one big grain.
Space Jam: A New Legacy, at from 0 to 5 stars, I give 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5 stars. There are a few moments that even I'm a little like, okay, no, don't do that. There was a couple of jokes that I just didn't care for, but they they were few and far between. This movie made me laugh. It had me pausing it so that way I wouldn't miss it because I was laughing so hard. I was laughing so damn hard at this film because I shut my brain off for this film. Yes, I was looking at the crowd to see if I could see a specific character or two in the background of the game, but that was it. That was the only thing I did every now and again. I shut my brain off for the most part to watch this film, just focusing on it, trying to think, okay, where is this gonna? How are they gonna actually make a cinematic universe with this? I just went in there like I would with any Looney Tunes media. I shut my brain off. Yeah, for 2 hours. It is a longer movie than the original. The original, I think, is like a hour, hour and a half. But do I think it was a bad movie? No, not by a long shot. And I really do think you guys should go see the film, be either on theaters or HBO Max. Or if you really don't want to do that, like I've done before, wait for the DVD to come out and get that. Because you know what's going to happen. The DVD and Blu ray is going to come out.
Let's be fair here. Most people will probably find some kind of website to watch it on so they don't have to spend money.
Right, they'll bootleg it. It happens. Hey, being a pirate nowadays is a hell of a lot cheaper than actually paying these subscription services for these movies. But now, me personally, I watched the movie on HBO Max. I didn't want to pay money for the theaters right now. I only do that for very specific movies. Very specific. When Sonic 2 comes out, yeah, I'm grabbing Leo. I'm gonna see if Draconis can come, and we're gonna go see this film.
If we catch it soon enough, he might be able to request a day off.
Right. That's and I guess it's a point to make sure that y'all know that me and Leo at least the HickoryCon is coming September 25th. We'll pop these up every now and again on the channel and everything. If you want to come see us, come down there. You know, friends of the channel. I know got a couple family members out there. You know, out there and on YouTube land. But please, guys, go check the film out. Don't listen to these critics. Okay? If you like Looney Tunes, you know that they make references to all sorts of shit anyway. And you just want a good laugh or you just want to shut your brain off for 2 hours for a movie that you know that you just want to laugh at. I like to compare this movie to movies like Dumb and Dumber or Grumpy Old Men or any Adam Sandler movie for the most part. It's just a movie for you to laugh, not to analyze, not to see all the different Easter eggs for the most part. The big game is there, but you see a lot of these Easter eggs already. You know, the main draw for this movie was the tunes and the funny bits with it. So, with that being said, guys, be sure to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Go in the comment section down below. Start a conversation, guys. Tell me if you've seen the film. If you don't like it, that's fine. On this channel, every opinion matters. Do not bully people. Okay?
If you don't like it, get out of here.
If you start bullying somebody on this channel, your comment will be deleted and you will be flagged. You will be kicked off of here. I won't tolerate it. Because this movie does not deserve that. No movie or show deserves bullying somebody into making them fit into your little box. And I think this movie kind of serves that. Does it not? Would you not think that the new Space Jam movie kind of fits that little plot element?
Pretty well.
Because that's basically what it was. It was basically, just be yourself in everything that you do. Don't be afraid to be yourself. And that's the problem with the world nowadays. This movie, and I think that's why critics don't like it. That right there. That I know that's a bit. We're going into tinfoil hat territory.
Shocker! Critics don't like movies saying, "Hey, don't be ridiculous. Just be yourself."
Yeah. Don't listen to anybody but yourself.
I wonder why critics don't like it.
All right. And and honestly, their main thing is that they make parodies. Did they not watch the original Looney Tunes? For God's sake, Daffy and Porky, when they were paired up together, made more like parodies than any of them. For God's sake, some characters were parodies. Muggsy and Rocky were based on stereotypical gangster characters that you'd see in like a 1930s film, noir film. The anything with Elmer Fudd kind of riffed on a hunting documentary. Kind of felt like a hunting documentary a bit sometimes. And Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner when you see a little thing when they freezes and does a little thing, that actually happens on documentaries every now and again. They'll say the character what it is and what the Latin name for it is, and this was a riff on that. When you see that in a Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner film, that or short, that's what it is. The next Looney Tunes thing that they're working on, that I know they're working on, I don't know if they'll still be working on it, I don't know. Stuff subject to change all the time. There will be a Wile E. Coyote film. Now notice I said Wile E. Coyote, no Roadrunner. Personally speaking,
But that's impossible.
they're going to be focusing on what. Now, my headcanon for this is I don't know if this is going to be what's going to happen. It's going to start off with him trying to go with the Roadrunner, and the Acme product is going to fail for the millionth time. And he's going to go after Acme.
Every
Basically.
product's gonna fail just on schedule.
Or they're just going to give him his own solo film. And honestly, I'm okay with that. It's a Wile E. Coyote, one of my favorite characters growing up. I liked the Roadrunner, but he was so one note. Wile E. Coyote, on the other hand, had range. Okay, he was smart enough to make his own inventions, but also smart enough to know, hey, why not use the environment to our advantage? Or he would send out for Acme products when he could.
Or even when the environment decided, hey, screw the coyote.
Right. Every time, yeah, he would get beaten, battered, blown up, smushed, whatever.
On his face.
But I do think that a Wile E. Coyote solo film would work. But yeah, guys, go down to the comment section down below and tell me what you think of the new Space Jam movie if you've seen it. If you don't like it, fine, but be nice in the comments. I don't mind a little vulgar language, okay? Lord only knows we say bad words in the videos all the time, but do not bully, do not fight, debate. God, yes, I would love a debate. Good Lord, I need a challenging debate, considering who I work with, both at home and at work. The best I can get is my dad. for a good debate, and I don't get those very
I
often
ought to
anymore.
whack you one.
I'm sorry. That's why. I'd like a debate without a whack at the end, please. Or at the very least, an actual person that actually has the same conversation as me, please. For God's sake, I don't want to be doing two different conversations at the time. Jesus Christ. I'll deal with you in a minute. But as you can see, there's a little bit of communication problem here. But yeah, I would love a good debate, or just people gushing about the film. Just take my word, and a critic's word with a ginormous amount of salt. Okay? Go watch the film for yourself, and don't be a sheep. Because if we stop making our own decisions and let these other people that just happen to have a little bit more power and everything over what we and everything how a film does, if we let critics judge what we want to watch, then we'll have more of Ghostbusters 2016, more of Birds of Prey, we'll have more of Charlie's Angels 2019. Guys, we will have terrible, terrible films. Okay? Space Jam is delivering an actual good message. Be yourself, no matter what anybody tells you. And that's why we made this channel. Not just because it's pop culture, not just to say what we think of every franchise out there, but to showcase that you can be yourself. Look at me. Do I look like like an actual clean cut dude on the internet? No. I look like a crawled out of the damn woods. Look at Leo. He's stocky and doesn't. Dude, do you look like Markiplier? Do you look like Jacksepticeye? Do you look like Matt Pat? Do you look like you could actually do a film shoot? Be honest.
I don't look it.
My point. None of us here look like we should even be on the camera. Yet here we are because we don't give a shit. That's the point of this channel. And that's why Lunatic Space Jam: A New Legacy, along with a couple other films
I
and
was about
shows.
to say, I feel like you're about to say the wrong movie there.
Yeah.
You were about to say Lunatics Unleashed, weren't you?
Yes, I was. But this one, the Universal Monster movies, and a couple of the Pixar and Disney films. These are the films that we hold in high regard. Because a lot of these say one thing and one thing only. Be yourself, no matter what other people say.
Also, for any of our younger viewers out there, that's how you get through high school when everybody's being an ass.
I was homeschooled. I can't really say anything, but
I can.
But yeah, don't be mean in the comments. You
Don't be mean in general.
Right, exactly. We got enough crap in the world already. Let's try to be a little civil. It's about a movie, okay? Don't fight about a movie that and everything. I'm just saying. But yeah, guys, just
Toxic fan bases suck.
right. We've seen it with Rick and Morty. We've seen it with Steven Universe. We've seen it with Pokemon. We've seen it with Sonic. Don't make Looney Tunes like this, okay? I know there's a minority that like Baby Looney Tunes, but they're too afraid to speak up.
I thought that Baby Looney Tunes was interesting.
Yeah, it's same here. I didn't mind it. I grew up with the shit.
It was a neat spin.
Somewhat. I didn't really care for the songs in it.
No, I'm not talking about the songs. I just mean like it was a unique spin.
It was basically like Rugrats, just with the Looney Tunes. It was very distinct, and it gave stories that you just didn't get. Lunatics Unleashed. I know this wasn't exactly liked, but neither was Back in Action, and both are starting to get a bit of a cult following nowadays.
There's like a lot of bad things. They end up with like cult followings.
Right, but these took a little bit longer. Now these aren't good, not by a long shot. None of these things I just said are considered good. And hell, I've watched them, and Lunatics Unleashed is probably the only one I will actually say was actually anywhere near halfway decent. But then again, you're looking at the guy that doesn't really mind watching Jar Jar Binks or Batman and Robin. So, again, take my word, and these critics, if you're looking at the the Gazette or the New York Times or the Star, then you're not going to listen to me anyway. You're going to listen to these damn critics. But I implore you, watch the movie, make your own decision. It'll be a freeing experience for you. I guarantee it. That being said, guys, see you guys next time, and hopefully the next movie that Looney Tunes does won't creep towards you like. Because so far the only one that they've actually liked has been Back in Action. And that one wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It was at best. So, with that being said, guys, hope to see you guys next time. Bye.